श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओ श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम 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 जो नाम का प्रताप है जो नाम का प्रताप है तुम्हें याद हो कि न याद हो जो नाम का प्रताप है तुम्हें याद हो कि न याद हो जब दैत्य चाबुक मारिया प्रहलाद नाम उचारिया जब दैत्य चाबुक मारिया प्रहलाद नाम उचारिया बस से असुर को बदारिया नख से असुर को बिदारिया तुम्हें याद हो कि न याद हो नख से असुर को बिदारिया तुम्हें याद हो कि न याद हो ध्रुव को पिता निकला दिया हरि नाम में मन ला दिया ध्रुव के पिता निकला दिया हरि नाम में मन ला दिया उसे आंचल धाम दिला दिया उसे आंचल धाम दिला दिया तुम्हें याद हो कि न याद हो गजराज पे विपदा पड़ गजराज पे विपदा पड़ी, मन में जबा जो हरि हरि, ग्रह मार के मुक्ति करी, ग्रह मार के मुक्ति करी। तुम्हें याद हो के न याद हो, द्रौपदी की लाज उतारिया, जब कृष्ण कृष्ण पुकारिया, द्रौपदी की लाज उतारिया, जब कृष्ण कृष्ण पुकारिया, द्रौपदी की लाज उतारिया, जब कृष्ण कृष्ण पुकारिया, ब्रह्मानंद चीर बदारिया। तुम्हें याद हो के न याद हो, तुम्हें याद हो के न याद हो, जो नाम का प्रताप है, तुम्हें याद हो के न याद हो। जी भेष मारी साहिब री छो, सोई भेष भरूंगी, बाल्हा में बैरागी न होगी, बाल्हा में बैरागी न होगी, सील संतोष धरो घट भीतर, समता पकड़ रहूंगी, सील संतोष धरो घट भीतर, समता पकड़ रहूंगी, जाको नाम निरंजन कहे, जाको नाम निरंजन कहे, ताको ध्यान रहूंगी, ताको ध्यान धरूंगी, बाल्हा में बैरागी न होगी, गुरु के ज्ञान रंगो तन कपड़ा, मन मुद्रा पैरूंगी, गुरु के ज्ञान रंगो तन कपड़ा, मन मुद्रा पैरूंगी, प्रेम प्रीत सो हरि गुण गाओ, प्रेम प्रीत सो हरि गुण गाओ, चरण नलि पड़ रहूंगी, बाल्हा में बैरागी न होगी, यातन की मैं करूं किंगरी, रसना नाम रहूंगी, यातन की मैं करूं किंगरी, रसना नाम रहूंगी, मीरा कहे प्रभु गिरिधर नागर, मीरा कहे प्रभु संग रहूंगी, बाल्हा में बैरागी न होगी, बाल्हा में बैरागी न होगी, बाल्हा में बैरागी न होगी, बैरागी न होगी। माई माई मानो सुपनामो परनाए दीनानाथ, माई मानो सुपनामो परनाए दीनानाथ, ओ दीनानाथ दीनानाथ, ओ दीनानाथ दीनानाथ। छप्पन कोड्या जना पधार्या दुल्हो श्री ब्रजनाथ, छप्पन कोड्या जना पधार्या दुल्हो श्री ब्रजनाथ, सुपना मां तोरण बंद्या रे, सुपना मां गयो हाथ माई मानो सुपना मां परनाए दीनानाथ, सुपना माम हरे परण गया पाया आचल सुहाग, आचल सुहाग, आचल सुहाग। मीरा रो गिरिधर मिल्या रे, पूर्व जन्म रो भाग माई मानो सुपना मां परनाए दीनानाथ। श्री राम जय जय राम ओम, श्री राम 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 जय राम श्री राम जय।
This you keep now.
I'll find the vision first, no?
Not necessary.
Not
Okay.
necessary.
Let us see. Jai Ram, Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri 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 Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om to everybody. Pranam, Pranam, Pranam. Tomorrow is the Guru Purnima day. So we will try to dwell on some aspects of the importance of Guru Purnima day, so that our mind gets prepared to spend the whole day, even if it is not for the whole day, at least some time in the day. The day does not just pass off like any other day. From now on, we will try to build up this thought. The month of July marks the sacred occasion of Guru Purnima, a time to honor the Guru with deep reverence and gratitude. The Guru is the awakener of the spirit, dispelling darkness and guiding seekers towards the realization of the immortal self. From birth onwards, we need gurus at every stage of life, mentors who help us to discover our potential and lead us to knowledge and service. As Puja Swamiji Chidananda ji reminds us, Guru is only one, but he has different forms. Accepting a Guru is accepting God in that form. Once accepted, we must see the Guru as God's mercy in human form, guiding us on the right path. Beloved Papa Swami Ramdas said, please the Guru by doing what pleases him, not what pleases you. One saint beautifully expressed, let the world know who your Guru is by the way you live. True Guru Seva goes beyond serving the Guru's physical form. When a disciple once ignored a starving beggar while carrying food for Sai Baba, Baba later revealed he was that beggar. The next day, appearing as a dog, he was again denied food. These incidents teach us that loving and serving all being is the highest service to the Guru. May the Supreme Guru within guide us on this path. This is our humble prayer on Guru Purnima day. Normally, the moment we say Guru, we always shift this thing to a spiritual Guru. No doubt, spiritual Guru is the preeminent Guru, no doubt, because only because of him we came to know that God is within us. Until such time, we have been trying to form that concept of God on anything outside us, an idol, a person, or Shastra. Never, we were told God is within us. Only when we try to get in touch with a spiritual preceptor, he says God is within you. Sai Baba, Puttaparthi Sai Baba, was once asked by a devotee, what is the difference between you and me? He said, all are God, you don't know it, I know it. we imprison ourselves to the frame of the sense of individuality, whereas they have identified themselves with that inner reality expressing through that form. When we start knowing this, then we try to understand that Guru is the awakener. And because of his awakening, we now start identifying everybody as our Guru. We were introduced to the world by our parents, our elders, our teachers, our Shastras, our books, education. Just think. And when we joined the professional career, we may not know. Nowadays, of course, qualified people are there. But during our time, we were all raw. So we were introduced to the job, that particular line of activity in their company, by our seniors, by the boss, by the section head. All are Gurus. So tomorrow, when we say Guru Purnima, it is not restricted to any particular form. But we first revere a spiritual preceptor, because if he has not told us, we would not have applied our mind on that basis at all. To us, it was only father, mother, teacher, elder, senior, that's all. We have never thought that God, through that form, made me aware of so many things. Now let us see what Papa says. Guru is understood to be the awakener of the dormant spirit of the aspirant to the consciousness of the immortal self or God. Awakener. It is there, we don't know, it has been awakened. Guru is the guide and the leader. Guru is the truth personified. Guru imparts the knowledge of the highest truth, leading the thought of the aspirant to the comprehension of the deathless life. Amartatvam. Guru is he whose life is mingled with God's life, who is intoxicated with the bliss of the eternal, and whose heart is overflowing with compassion and love for all creatures and beings in the world. The touch, society, or even a sight of such a great and illumined personality would at once bring a sense of indescribable relief to the struggling soul and set him on the path of immortality, peace, bliss. What does the Guru say to the soul in tribulation? He exhorts, go within yourself and behold therein the splendor and glory of the eternal truth. Therein resides your ultimate home of perfect release, happiness, and peace. Therein find the life that never fades, that never changes, but ever blesses and sanctifies. Be in tune with that reality if you sincerely crave for the highest consummation of life. It is thus the Guru awakens you, and thereafter you are always awake. This is the real conception of a Guru. Guru is understood to be the awakener of the dormant spirit of the aspirant to the consciousness of the immortal self or God. Let us try to parade before our mind all those who have touched and kindled this aspect, and mentally prostrate before them. At the same time, Papa also wants attachment even to the person of the Guru is a hindrance. It is a bondage. You must transcend it. It may be useful in the beginning to free yourself from attachment to other things. But this is not the end. That attachment must also go in order to realize the self who is within us. You must look upon everybody as your Guru. When you lay aside your ego and see, you find everywhere your Guru. As a matter of fact, Guru is Nirguna. As the mind cannot grasp the Nirguna, he manifests himself in form. Your goal is to realize the self or Atman. Atman is the Nirguna Surup of the Guru. When Papa says attachment even to the person, it is not mixing with the reverence we have. We have reverence for them, no doubt. Respect. We are grateful to him. But we have to ensure that attachment should not be there. We, especially ashram devotees, should keep on these things in our mind. Somehow we get attached to the form. And when we get attached to the form, we hardly hear what he says, In our case, Papa. We revere Papa, but we hardly hear what he says. Because our concentration and reverence is on the Guru, on the form. These are his words. Attachment even to the person of the Guru is a hindrance. It's a bondage. You must transcend it. It may be useful in the beginning to free yourself from attachment to other things, but that is not the end. That attachment must also go in order to realize the self. You must look upon everybody as your Guru. When you lay aside your ego and see, you find everywhere your Guru. As a matter of fact, Guru is Nirguna. As the mind cannot grasp the Nirguna, He manifests himself in form. Your goal is to realize the self or Atman. Atman is the Nirguna Swarup of the Guru. Books teach different ways. They can provoke interest or curiosity in you. Still, no clear idea is given about how to walk the path. A guru must guide you. Therefore, importance is given to the Guru. You must go to the Guru, do namaskar to him, put questions, and get instructions about the path. Obey those instructions. Walk on the path. This is said in the Bhagavad Gita. A spiritual guide or master is essential. So when we say attachment to the Guru is a hindrance, we should not mix it up. Reverence is different from attachment. Reverence and gratitude for the Guru, that remains with us. In one of his quotations, many of you might know, but still it is worth repeating. Papa says, God does not need an intermediary. If you think God can talk through Ramdas, he can talk through you as well, because you cannot accuse him of partiality. God is equal in everybody. Switch on your wire for direct communication. Why do you deny him in your heart? So when we happen to go through that particular words of Papa, we were thinking, Papa, you are not right. Because to know this, we need an intermediary, Somebody should say, you don't need an intermediary. It is all right. Initially, we should not get attached, agreed. But to know that God does not need an intermediary, we need an intermediary. Then Papa must be smiling. So initial touch is necessary. It all reminds us that, okay, he does not need an intermediary. But to know that we need somebody. And later on we should revere him, we should be grateful to him, and then move inward. Let us see what Mataji says. While surrendering himself completely to the Guru, the disciple does so looking upon the Guru as the all-pervading, nameless, formless reality who is the great void existing all around. Mataji is giving us a clue that Guru is all-pervading Nirguna. How? When Papa says Nirguna Swarup, how are we to conceive that? The great void. While surrendering himself completely to the Guru, the disciple does so looking upon the Guru as the all-pervading, nameless, formless reality who is the great void existing all around. By so doing, the devotee reduces himself to nothingness as well as gives himself up to his master, who is the already all-pervading void. Then here Mataji speaks from her own experience. Then the Guru carries the sadhaka like a baby in the arms, protecting him always. If any untoward experiences loom ahead, the Guru, who is the mother, wards them off and keeps the sadhaka protected from them. Here the great void, we have to keep on reflecting. What does it mean? Kali Swarup. That reality in which everything is contained, the container. At the same time, the container is not affected at all by the contents. Mataji wants us to know that that is the Guru. If I come to know that it is the container containing all, at the same time remaining untouched and unaffected by the contents, and it is all-pervading, it is ever-existent, it cannot be reduced. Suppose we construct a building, for example this room, Previously, it was a void. It was space, unnamed space. When we put up this wall and the roof, a name was given, Centenary Hall. We no longer recognize the space within. God forbid, when this is demolished, what happens? The same, you can sit here, the same space remains untouched, unaffected. Everything happens in the space, but space is not affected. If space is not there, it cannot be contained. So Mataji wants us on the Guru Purnima day to think about all these things. While surrendering himself completely to the Guru, the disciple does so, looking upon the Guru as the all-pervading, nameless, formless reality, who is the great void existing all around. By so doing, the devotee reduces himself or herself to nothingness, as well as gives himself up to his master, who is already the all-pervading void. Then the Guru carries the sadhaka like the baby in the arms, protecting him always. If any untoward experiences loom ahead, the Guru, who is the mother, wards them off and keeps these sadhakas protected from them. Let your thoughts always dwell on the Guru, who is seated in your heart, who at the same time pervades and transcends everything. If any other thought arises in your mind, identify it with the Guru within. Let your prayer always be to realize, to become one with the Guru. Let your tongue constantly repeat Ram Nam. Let your eyes behold the Guru everywhere. Let your hands do every work as an offering to the Guru. We remember, it may be relevant or irrelevant, one devotee used to send vegetables on those days to Papa from Ooty or somewhere. And one devotee, like that, when he sent, he wrote a chit. Please prepare something for Papa. Mataji got angry. This is not the right way of offering to Guru. Guru is all-pervading. If you specify, that means you have not understood the Guru. We have to think all these things, Tomorrow is the day. Let your thought always dwell on the Guru, who is seated in your heart, who at the same time pervades and transcends everything. If any other thought arises in your mind, identify it with the Guru within. Let your prayer always be to realize, to become one with the Guru. Let your tongue constantly repeat Ram Nam. Let your eyes behold the Guru everywhere. Let your hands do every work as an offering to the Guru. Now let us hear what Puja Swamiji says. Guru Purnima day is an occasion for us to renew our dedication to the all-merciful Guru seated in our heart. Guru is God himself, the absolute truth and the entire manifestation. Guru is our savior, Guru is our guide. Let us be ever faithful to him and surrender our little self to him, the absolute being. Let us swear again today, each one of us make a solemn resolve to lead a life of absolute purity, love towards all beings in the universe on Guru Purnima day, looking upon all as the very forms of our Guru, and thus free ourselves from the lower nature that pulls us down to worldly attachment and consequent unhappiness. The Guru expects each and every one of us as sadhakas. The Guru expects each and every one of us as sadhakas to remember him constantly. See him alone in all beings and creatures. Surrender to his supreme will in all matters. Three things. The Guru expects each and every one of us as sadhakas to remember him constantly. Him means capital H. God and Guru are one. To remember him constantly, see him, capital H again. In all, see him alone in all beings and creatures and surrender to his supreme will in all matters. He expects us as sadhakas to give up all worldly ambitions and attainments and aspire only for him, to merge in him and to realize our oneness with him. Let us not forget that every moment we are sadhakas and our goal is self-realization, and let all our thoughts, words and deeds become a sufficient proof of this. Means what? Sufficient proof means what? We bring in the spiritual dimension. Every thought, every word, every deed become a sufficient proof of this. Let us not forget that every moment we are sadhakas and our goal is self-realization. Question: how can we feel the Guru's presence within and know that Guru and God are one? Answer: when we hear the word Guru, we often picture someone distinct from God, a visible living guide, while our concept of God tends to be abstract, nameless, formless. Yet, it is the Guru who awakens us to the divine presence of God within. That is why beloved Papa refers to the Guru as an awakener. To truly experience the Guru's presence within, we must reflect and recognize that it is the inner Guru, the divine consciousness dwelling in us, that first guides us to the outer Guru. Through the outer Guru, we are then led inward to realize the same divine presence within ourselves, to ourselves. In truth, God and Guru are not two, they are one. With this understanding, we come to see that the Guru is ever with us, just as God is always present. There might be some confusion because we have been thinking that Guru is a person, Guru is a person, Guru is a person. Now just look back, How did we come in contact with the external Guru? In our case, we can say Papa. You go back to the first, either at home or in the company of devotees or from book. Somewhere, you are trying to trace. How did I come to know of it? Who caused that instrumental cause? Instrumental factor. So many things come up. But when we get that prompting, there is an intense aspiration for us to know him, to realize him, or to move towards him, to contact him, to seek him. So who prompted us, That is why Papa, while mentioning, yes, this is very important. These are Papa's words. In the course of Ramdas' life, prior to his meeting the Guru, he had been awakened off and on by contacts with some dynamic personalities, though he had not felt that any power from outside had done it. This is a very important word. No? That means God is directing us to that particular person. You will once again read. In the course of Ramdas's life, prior to his meeting the Guru, he had been awakened off and on by contacts with some dynamic personalities, though he had not felt that any power from outside had done it. We all rush, and say, oh, we get stuck there. In Papa's case, he was very clear. God is directing to that. And the next line, the awakening had taken place within him. The awakening had taken place within him. That is why we go to that. Ramdas once saw Gandhiji in Mangalore from a distance. A strange influence from him changed Ramdas's outlook, and his mind started going towards God. The first touch was from Gandhiji. He only said touch, instrumental cause. This particular word, though he had not felt any power from outside has done it. We have to keep on thinking it. So God directed him. So he is asking us to develop that thought. God has directed us to many gurus, or Papa, or Mataji, or Swamiji. There are galaxy, of gurus, whom people call as gurus. Each one is prompted to get in touch with some form of those awakeners. So this is very good. Though he had not felt that any power from outside had done it. The first touch was from Gandhiji. To truly experience the Guru's presence within, one must reflect and recognize that it is the inner Guru, the divine consciousness dwelling in us, that first guides us to the outer Guru. Through the outer Guru, we are then led inward to realize the same divine presence within ourselves. But we don't hear that. That is the problem. God and Guru are not two, they are one. With this understanding, we come to see that Guru is ever with us, just as God is always present. Without God's grace, we would remain unaware of the indwelling divinity. The formless reality takes the form of the outer Guru to reveal itself. When this awareness dawns, we can lovingly honor the outer form of the Guru while remaining anchored in the nameless, formless, all-pervading presence within. This is the toughest challenge for all of us. When the outer Guru says that he is the nameless, formless, indwelling, all-pervading reality, we find it difficult to conceive that. So we direct our whole attention to the external form of the Guru. But whereas the Guru says, go within. And in Papa's case, every he keeps on harping this, go within, go within, go within. Just now we read, therein lies the splendor. And his own life. He only said first to touch. After seeing Gandhiji, we all feel, we infer that he must have started chanting Ram Ram, because Ram was the, Atma Ram was the, Gandhiji was a great votary of Ram, Atma Ram. And Gandhiji was also chanting Ram Ram. And Gandhiji had defined Ram as the subtle and mysterious power. Gandhiji did not hang on to any external form. He had great respect for all evolved ones. See, now when we compare this, all his teachings, whenever we meet our outer Guru and offer salutations, we may inwardly pray, I bow to the indwelling, all-pervading reality, nameless, formless, whose presence has been revealed to me through this sacred form. In this way, the seeming divide between God and Guru dissolves and their essential oneness is realized. This is what Puja Swamiji was doing to Papa. Many of you might know that, but still for the sake of newcomers, we repeat that. When once we asked Puja Swamiji, how is it that you were able to free yourself from getting yourself attached to Papa's physical form while you served him for 14 years, not 1 or 2 years, and intimate. All his personal job, typing, everything, was handled. Even on those days, there was no glucometer, so every day he has to check the sugar, taking his urine, and then having a small spirit lamp, add a little Benedict solution, and it changes. Different change gives you the level every day. So all these things he was doing regularly, and he also shared with us that Papa would say, we used to ask him, how does he move with everybody? He said he moves with everybody equally. And he used to say, now Ramdas would like to read the newspaper, so Swamiji had gone there to apply oil on his head. You will ensure that the oil does not spill. So that much personal activities were done for Papa, seva were done for Papa. But then how did he not get attached? Then Papa said, Swamiji said, once I was feeling, I went and asked Papa himself, Papa, I don't know whether I'm getting attached. Immediately Papa said, no, get attached to Ramdas within, not without. And Swamiji kept quiet. Then we too asked Swamiji, that is easy for you to say that. How did you make it a reality in your life? Then he revealed this. In a day, whenever he meets Papa for the first time in the morning, and when he takes leave of him in the night, he used to prostrate, and then he used to repeat these words. I am prostrating before the indwelling, all-pervading reality whose presence has been made known to me through this form. So revering this form and getting ourselves linked to the ideal. So the form has relevance. But at the same time, the form is directing us to get connected to the reality within. So that is what is mentioned here. Whenever we meet our outer Guru and offer salutations, we may inwardly pray, I bow to the indwelling, all-pervading reality who is nameless and formless, whose presence has been revealed to me through this sacred form. In this way, the seeming divide between God and Guru dissolves and their essential oneness is realized. Guru Dakshina that will delight the Guru, Swami Chidananda Saraswati. Guru Purnima is the sacred full moon day when all over India disciples tend to travel to be present at the place of their Guru. They also desire to show their reverence in a tangible manner by making an offering as a symbol of their gratitude, their appreciation for what they have received from their Guru. They call it Guru Dakshina, a special offering that they make to the Guru. Now, what is the Guru Dakshina that is especially pleasing to the Guru? Being sincere and earnest in sadhana, rededicating themselves to the great ideals of spirituality. What are they? Renunciation, dispassion, discrimination. Abhyasa, sadhana, that indeed would be the Guru Dakshina. What is the Guru Dakshina? Being sincere and earnest in sadhana, rededicating themselves to the great ideals of spirituality. That is renunciation, dispassion, discrimination, abhyasa. That indeed would be the Guru Dakshina, desired by the Guru. That each disciple shines as a center of fiery aspiration, intense fervor, total dedication to the ideal, and has a resolute determination to follow the path, to pursue the ideal, come what may, to adhere to the Guru's instructions, and to live by the lofty ideals placed before us by the ancient seers and sages of whom we are the descendants. That would be the Dakshina desired by the Guru. In a tangible form, we do that, no? That gives us joy, that gives us satisfaction. It is not belittled, but along with that, this also should go. That is the real Dakshina. And let us see what Bhagavan Ramana says on Guru. Devotee, while all say Guru's direction is necessary, it seems Bhagavan has said a Guru is not necessary. Bhagavan, I have not said so. But a Guru need not always be in human form. First, a person thinks he is an inferior and there is a superior, all-knowing, all-powerful God who controls his own and the world's destiny and worships him or does bhakti. When he reaches a certain stage and becomes fit for enlightenment, the same God whom he was worshipping comes as Guru, leads him on. That Guru comes only to tell him the God is within yourself, dive within and realize God, Guru and the Self are the same. But a Guru need not always be in human form. First, a person thinks he is an inferior one and that there is a superior one. All-knowing, all-powerful God who controls his own and the world's destiny. We are inferior. We don't know that. And worships him or does bhakti. When he reaches a certain stage, and becomes fit for enlightenment, the same God whom he was worshipping comes as Guru, leads him on. That Guru comes only to tell him the God is within yourself. Dive within and realize God, Guru and the Self are the same. Devotee, in Bhagavan's case there was no Guru. Bhagavan, the whole world was my Guru. It has already been said that Guru need not be in human form and that the Self within, God and Guru are the same. Don't you know that Dattatreya, when he was asked by the king which Guru had taught him the secret of bliss, replied that the earth, water, fire, animals, men, etc., all were his Gurus, and went on explaining how some of these taught him to cling to what was good and others taught him what things he should avoid as bad. Swami Vivekananda on Guru. Guru Bhakti is the foundation of all spiritual development. It is easier to become a Jivan Mukta than to be an Acharya. For the former knows the world as a dream and has no concern with it. But an Acharya knows it as a dream and yet has to remain in it and work. It is not possible for everyone to be a guru. Jivan Mukta and Acharya. My dearest and nearest relative in my life is my guru. Next my mother, then my father. My first reference is to that guru. It is my father says, do this, and my guru says, do not do this. I do not do it. The guru frees my soul. The father and mother give me the body, but the guru gives me a rebirth in the soul. The guru must teach me and lead me into light, making me a link in the chain of which he himself is the link. That word, The guru must teach me and lead me into light, making me a link in the chain of which he himself is the link. The man in the street cannot claim to be a guru. The guru must be a man who has actually realized the divine truth, has perceived himself as the spirit. He alone is the guru. The power that can transform life in a moment can be found only in the living, illumined souls, those shining lights who appear among us from time to time. They alone are fit to be our gurus. There is no other teacher but your own soul. And finally, he caps it with that word. There is no other teacher but your own soul. One Mahatma said, for enabling us to understand, all these things may confuse us. How God and Guru are one. Then he was appropriating to the nearest, He said, mind and intellect are nothing but thoughts on two different levels. Mind at that stage is having this doubt whether to do it or not, Intellect says, do it. So the same thought at two different levels they do different functions and they get two different names. Similarly, God and Guru are one. God does not speak to us directly, so he engages one of his evolved creation to speak to us. Just like a thought is named as mind, a thought is named as intellect. Samshayatmika mana, nishchayatmika buddhi. So at the same time, both are thoughts only. Similarly, this God and Guru are the two levels of the same reality. One is, just like Vivekananda introduced, Jivan Mukta and Acharya. In that blissful stage, nothing is there, But only when as an Acharya, he can guide us. There are so many food for thought today, and anybody can be your guru, Here is a small example, dear children. Shortly after Simmi turned 13, her father said, you are a teenager now, it is time that you start reading the newspaper every day to understand what is happening in the world. Simmi, an eager reader of fairy tales and inspiring stories, was initially thrilled at the idea of doing something so grown up. But after just 2 days of reading distressing news, she developed a headache and told her father she could not bear it. Understanding her feelings, her father said gently, just read today's front page. That is all. From tomorrow, you can go back to your fairy tales. Today you read front page. Simmi reluctantly agreed. Her eyes landed on a headline. Parents of 2-year-old boy with cancer struggle for money for treatment. Moved by the story, she ran to her cupboard, emptied her piggy bank, rushed to her father. Papa, we have to help the child, she pleaded. Her father, overwhelmed by daily responsibilities, tried to dismiss her, but then Simmi said, "What if the child were me?" Her words pierced his heart. "You are right," he said. And together they went to the hospital. They met the boy and his parents, offered words of comfort, gave them money, Simmi her savings, her father a generous amount for the treatment. The parents were deeply touched. On the way back, her father said, "Today you helped a child, helped me become more humane. Thank you, Simmi." Who is the Guru now? Papa again. Eh? Correct. Lot of pondering is necessary. Unfortunately, we were only on the surface level. Tomorrow is a day when we have to deeply contemplate these aspects. Papa is placing before us the different words of Gurus, different words on Gurus by evolved souls. And he, along with Puja Mataji and Puja Swamiji, also try to give us something for to deeply ponder over and to finally understand that God and Guru are one. While retaining our reverence to the external form, we try to get connected to the reality. If he had not told us, how will we know? Dependence, Papa's letter, dependence upon external objects, even upon a human form of God, whom you look upon as your Guru, is no longer desirable or necessary for you when you know the absolute truth, the supreme reality, the eternal always being is within yourself. All forms are perishable. Any particular form may help you to realize the formless truth within us, and only so far is it of importance. We ought to rise above all forms and names. Let us give up all doubts once and for all by realizing that all our activities, mental, vocal, physical, are actuated by the divine Shakti. No matter what she makes us do, let us by this unqualified surrender know that we are immortal, unchanging, formless, unaffected, ever free, all pervading, blissful spirit, the Purusha. All Gurus are manifestations of one truth. In fact, Guru and God are not different, they are one and the same. It is the power of God that works through the Guru and transforms the disciple. So when we, that is why, a particular day is remembered as Guru Purnima day, because as people who are involved in various types of activities, family, profession, society, naturally our attention may not get focused on this aspect, very vital aspect. That is why they have named tomorrow as the Guru Purnima day. In good old days, Mathadipatis who were involved in intense activity, like rituals and meeting devotees, giving prasad, probably the ancestors must have thought that they must have a 4 months vacation, and it starts from Guru Purnima day. That is called Chaturmas. So many interpretations are there. Here we don't observe any such thing because Papa wants us to know that Guru is ever with you. And he, what is the Guru Dakshina, in that article he says, being sincere and earnest in sadhana, rededicating themselves to the great ideals of spirituality. Great ideals of spirituality means renunciation, dispassion, discrimination. So abhyasa sadhana. That indeed would be the Guru Dakshina desired by the Guru. So it is, and Puja Swamiji used to say, you are a sadhaka for 24 hours. Not a sadhaka when we go to the puja room, when we go to ashram, when we go to the temple. We are a sadhaka for 24 hours. So whether we are in the family life or professional life or social life, we continue to remain as sadhakas. So anything that reminds us constantly, that means whatever that helps me to remember him, that only I should talk, do and do. This is what, I'm becoming a sadhaka all the 24 hours. These things we don't know. So through these forms, we are reminded. So tomorrow is a day when we try to bring all these into our mind. We parade before us everybody, right from our mother, father, guru, teacher in the school, colleagues, mentors, who have helped us, one step, in all our fields of activities, not one. If you are an agriculturist or a planter, you will know every day you are learning there through an experienced person. So he is your guru for that particular line of thinking. That means God is arranging everything for us because he has given us the bijam, no? He is the seed of all of us. Father and mother are only instrumental cause. And so when we are his children, he is also training us through many of his creations whenever we go off the line. So he has appointed relative gurus also. As though he remains as the absolute guru, there are a number of relative gurus who appear in us. But we were not able to accept them as gurus until we meet a spiritual guru and who says that all are your gurus. Guru is within you. He has arranged all these outer gurus. So let us try to broaden our understanding of the word guru right from this moment. And tomorrow when we go to Papa's shrine to offer flowers, we go with this attitude. You have made us aware of the Guru's presence in anything and everything. Please make us to sustain that. That is the Guru real offering, Guru Dakshina to his holy feet. Because right from the day, the moment you go out of this, there will be a board there, where he says on the 31st, 15th May 1931, when at the time of inauguration of this ashram, 15th May 1931, he said the ideal of the ashram is universal love and service based upon the vision of divinity in everybody. So to develop, to understand the divinity, based upon the vision of divinity, for that he has given us this triune path, Nam Dhyan Seva. So ultimately to broaden our thinking, love all and serve all. Universal love and service. Those of you who have not read it, the moment you go out, please go through that message. Very powerful message for all of us. We people who are in the ashram, we should be always reminded. Every word of it. That is the purpose for which we have been drawn here. Not to be in the cocoon of me and mine. So Papa wants us to, tomorrow when we go and offer the flowers, this is what we are praying. Enable us to expand our circle of love. You have provided, you have facilitated so many things, but we have failed. And Puja Mataji used to say, you should start from your family first. That is why God has given us a family, a concept of family. First, we identify ourselves with the family people. Mother, father, brother, sister, uncle, like that. So many aunties, uncles. So we think, whenever there is some function, we go there. We identify. And then when we go to the school, we see our teachers, our colleagues. We still remember our school days. Initially, when we were studying first standard, second standard, that was a Muslim school. So we used to go there. Vegetarians will be very less. So a group of vegetarians also will be there. We will be sitting in a separate place. And the first thing they do, they will open their carrier, what do you call it, tiffin box. And then each one will share everything. Hey, today I have got sambar, man. Today I got rasam, man. This uperi is there. We still remember that. The love circle, First ABG. So he is also our Guru. With joy. His mother would not have meant that. It is specially for him. But that boy, at that age, he must be less than 6. At that age, he was telling, we will share this. A special dish is there. He is our Guru. What you have, you share. That is a Guru concept. So like that, tomorrow, from today onward, we start listing, who have all contributed for our this thing. And finally, when we reach the Guru, the spiritual preceptor, how he made us to know that they are all Gurus. And then finally gave us hints to move towards him inward and surrender ourselves totally to him. So let all these thoughts be very, very, very strong in our mind tomorrow. Let the day not go just as a day, like any other day, but something to add, something to remember, something that touches and kindles in us, the Guru aspect in us. Hari Om, Hari Om. Om.
Incognito, namaskar. Vyasa Maharaj, incognito, namaskar.
Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. 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 Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram. Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om to everyone. Pranam, pranam to everybody. Pranam plural. Ayyo.